Yeah, we back at it with another video, y'all. Back at it with another one. Give me a chance and just settle up real quick. And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what we're getting into today. Woo! Boy, oh boy, it's hot in here. But because I got the door shut, because I don't want those cicadas in here. But welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today's episode is we're working on my daily, which is my Nissan Altima 2016 or 17 Nissan Altima. Basically doing brake job. So I figured I need to do brakes all the way around. So on this car, I don't know if you watched one of my videos that I did on this car a couple months ago, but I basically washed it and was detailing it. It was telling me we were going to get to the brakes. And now I finally got some time to get to these brakes. So, just want to give you guys like a smaller heads up. I basically use this car like my beater. I mean, compared to other vehicles that I've had, I probably took care of way more better than them. But this car is just literally just like, give me the point A to point B. I can care less about everything else. Not saying I don't appreciate it. I do, but, you know, it's a Nissan Altima. I don't do nothing to it. Let me show you guys. So, this is my Nissan Altima. You guys probably seen it 1,001 times. But I basically changed the oil on it, drive it, change, which I'm about to do now, change brakes, and whatnot. So, I figured I'd go ahead and do these brakes because they are basically long overdue. The reason why I say they long overdue because I normally change brakes every 6 months or so because I'm a heavy foot brake driver. Yes, if that means anything to anybody out there that really drive cars and know about cars. But I basically go through brakes a lot. And that's because of all the stop and go traffic here in Baltimore. Anybody that takes 695, you would know that. 1 minute it could be free, next minute it could be all chaos. But enough of me about to stop complaining. I'm gonna go ahead and jack this car up from the rear. We're gonna start from the rear and work our way up to the front. So that's the goal for today. So this video is basically for a person that never changed brakes on this car and just wondering how to change brakes on this car. I know a lot of people have done brakes. If you've done brakes, it's the same method. But for some people, they probably just want a certain video just on this car. So this is going to be maybe more or less how to do video. So pay attention. I'm going to try to point out some details in this and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get started. Right here, I have all my front brake pads and my rear brake pads. I don't know which one is which. I'll figure that out once I take off the rim and whatnot. I got to get my key lug out of the car and go from there and let you know what the sockets we will be using for this. Alright guys, so I went and picked up a 21 socket for my key lug nut. I'm using my DeWalt tool for me to take off the wheel. You basically need a jack and a wheel chuck, and also a jack stand. The reason why I say you don't really want to use your jackass like a jack stand, because sometimes they fail on you, and you don't want that problem. So you want to take your wheel chuck, put it underneath the front wheel. That way it keeps the car from moving forward, and start jacking up the car. Alright guys, so I want to point something out here. So right there you can see a groove difference in these rotors. That normally means that you would have to replace these rotors and whatnot because the groove different. I don't have to get them basically shaved down. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, you can see the difference right there. So you normally have to get them resurfaced or get new rotors. As of right now, I do not have new rotors, so I'm going to try to attempt to use these ones until I get some new ones. So I got to use what I got, but I'm not going to try to ride on that for a long time because it could possibly mess up my brakes. And I'm kind of willing right now to risk that because I have no brake pads for the rear. And I can feel that in my brake pedal, that's how I know. Alright guys, so this right here is my old brake pads. As you guys can see, you even had the wear indentation right here. And I was basically getting down to the end of this. So, I'm going to have replaced them with this one. This is the new side, put the new ones in. And the vice versa on the other side. This brake caliper, some people take both bolts out, right? And once you do that, this thing, the brake caliper right here will be dangling. I don't like doing that because it puts stress on the line right here. So what I like to do is leave one in, loosen the bottom one up. But that's how I do mine. But anyway, you put you put the new brakes in. You just basically just slide this into this tab right here. One down there, one in the bottom. Same thing on the back side. And just take this whole thing, flip it over, put your bolt in to the top for the back side. And then after that, you just want to hand tighten it and then take your 14 wrench or socket and tighten it up. And that's good for the back. I gotta put the tires back on, guys, and then start with the front. So yeah, that's all I gotta do. Oh, I forgot to note something, but this is like my brake caliper tool. So what you basically do with this tool is you take it and you put it inside a brake caliper like so, and then take this little knob and turn it, and then pushes down the piston cup inside this caliper so we can go all the way down so you can get the new pads in. I forgot to show you guys.